10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Disables in this draft right now. They got the ET as well that they took away from Seb, which can pair well with the Lina. Then you got the Stomp, the Shadow Shaman Hexes. Oh, Solo.
I think he's
lose
okay
another first
here.
blood.
They do have the Nightmare. Ramsey's coming over. We're gonna wake him up actually to try and get him under the tower, but it doesn't make a difference. They're gonna connect with the roll though. Turning around gets a decay. That might be enough to keep him alive. Mid one comes under the tower and they will be able to kill off Solo, but Ramses might be able to get the return kill. Mid one's in some trouble. That dagger is on top of him. Ramses keeps on chasing. Under the tower he goes. Right click's coming through and Ramses will be able to bring him down. So it's gonna be a straight up trade here. Trading mid one for a Solo on the Undying, but you know it is first blood.
I think Ramses will take that. It's okay if it was a first blood. The solo kill from the Spectre actually gives quite a lot of gold as well. So gonna be happy with that. Not the worst trade compared to last game. But yeah, so they got a bunch of disables on the side of Error, and I think Sumail maybe, just maybe, if you can get like a fortunate kill onto Thompson. Most of these Morphlings, they know how to play against Lina mid. Like you would think Lina's a good hero against Morphling because he's got that high range, 2 nukes. But these Morphlings, they're very experienced and they know how to play around this hero. So Sumail, he's gonna bust out the big guns here if he wants to get a kill onto Thompson.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about any Morphling. We're talking about level 25 Master Tier Morphling here. So Thompson, he's played this hero a lot in officials. He's played it even more in pubs, and we're going to be fully aware of how all of these matchups rock. So we'll surely see probably a pretty good time for them unless they can really step up on Sumail. Meanwhile, at bottom, a roll in onto Zayat. He's getting pretty low here. 7 Saxa might just be able to run him down. The Fairy Fire comes out from the Shaman, but is it going to be enough to keep him alive? I'm not sure. Turns around the Aether Shock, but will go down. Meanwhile, Seb getting pretty low as well. No one wanting his revenge, but gets blocked by the creep, so can't get the last hit onto Seb under that tower, and will just have to back himself away. Not a great trade. Meanwhile, up at top lane, mid one's having some trouble here as Solo's trying to bring him down. He needs one more right click, but mid one, he's got the salve, and no tail turns around with his sleep, and that's going to mean Solo is unable to finish the job.
Yeah, so they put this Ember and the Bane top, so they don't lane into the ET, and the Phoenix plus the Earth Split won't lane into the Undying. That's 2 strength heroes, but it looks like mid one is going to have a pretty tough lane here, since Solo is just going to constantly chase him out with this Undying that started with Root to Speed. So you can't really get away from him either. No tail. Bane, one of the better heroes to fight up into
no one
Undying,
getting
though.
started on by Saxa and Seb here as Thompson goes down at mid, and it looks like no one might be dropping at bottom. Nope, just about gets himself away. What happened at mid?
Oh, I was not seeing it, but this is exactly what I mean. There's a chance that Sumail might be able to get a kill onto Thompson, and he does just that. Thompson was like, I think 2 XP from hitting level 3, where he pretty much kind of becomes unkillable. So Sumail going really all in onto him. Before that, Thompson died while being level 2 in this lane.
Yeah, just catch him out with that agility shift at level 1. Meanwhile, Zayat's in trouble in the bottom lane as a roll comes in from the Phoenix. Swoop it on over the top, sending Zayat on fire, and Sax will be able to finish with the right clicks, but no one gets a return kill onto... Oh no, Seb denies himself to the neutral creeps. No kill for you, no one. And Seb's going to be Zayat's going to be the only proper casualty in this bottom lane. Well. Better start for Justera this time around. They got that kill on Spectre early on, which is now turned into a pretty good laning phase. Lina gets the kill up mid. Sumail smashing it in the middle lane currently. Thompson feeling under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but last time we also seen Thompson in this situation. He just ended up sitting around mid, farming the 2 camps next to the mid lane, and he was just able to catch right back up. No problem. It's also very, very difficult to kill this Morphling once he's already level 5, 6, 7. Get the higher levels into the attribute shift. Mid,
Rolling, kicking him back. Sumail under the tower. Not going to get attacked by the tower. Tries to turn around with the LSA. Landed onto one, but Thompson nicely dodging with the waveform. Sumail, though, just trying to threaten enough damage onto these two heroes to allow herself to get away. And I think that was a play, because Sumail does get out of here. Oh, the rotation not successful from Saxa. That's not what we're used to seeing from OG.
And Sumail is just so calm in that situation. Getting rolled on, kicked into the tower. Realizing that Thompson has morphed a lot of strength.
And most players would be focused on getting away from the tower, you know, just run away from the tower. But Sumail, he turns around, he's like, oh, it's not aggroing me right now. I've got time to drop the stun, and I need to turn around, just kind of do some damage, force them back, make sure they can't chase me, because I don't want to get run down here.
Solo
very,
chasing
very
with
nice
the haste
from Saxa.
on
Yeah,
Saxa. He has a
he's got
rolling
a roll.
boulder in a second. Oh, that Sorip did like nothing. Yeah. Meanwhile, bottom Seb getting shackled up.
Yeah, he's going to dive across, though, into the trees. And with the TP away, there will be no chase. There will be no cancel. He's going to get out alive. Just making some time.
Lane's definitely going way better for Error this time around.
Yeah,
And that's because they picked much stronger supports. They got the position 5 Undying. Shadow Shaman has an insane amount of base damage, good HP as well.
Yeah, we were talking after the last game and just saying, like, those supports, you know, they just didn't feel like they did anything in the last game from the side of Destero. Oh, Seb in some trouble again. This time he gets the swoop away and will survive. Goodness gracious. He's really playing it on the edge down in this bottom lane on this Phoenix.
Yeah, he is. He's only got 13 lasses as well, but no one. A little bit of trouble here. The Sunray is kind of painful. Getting stronger.
Ooh, they can't finish the job though. Hilton gets back under the tower and will survive, but just have to stick in the range of the creeps to get the XP, but can't come in for a CS here, that's for sure.
If only Saxa was level 4 there. That level 2 rolling boulder would have been pretty nice. No one. There it is.
Oh, they do get him. Yep, flying on through, getting the kill. So that's unable to do much about that. So yeah, a lot of action. 4 kills for OG, 2 for the side of Justera. They do slightly drag things back in their favor. Mid one's having a pretty good time up in this top lane as he's moved up top and he's just kind of been taking down some jungle creeps along with some lane creeps, utilizing the 2 points of Flame Guard to get as much as he can from this lane.
Yeah, mid one playing that sacrificial role in this game just because he wanted the Phoenix to have a better lane, not having to fight into the Undying. But he's doing quite well for himself. A little bit low on experience since you can't get that many pulls off when you're playing in the offlane. Thompson is pretty, you know, decently caught back up. He's got that bottle. He snagged the Invis rune. So taking that away from the Lina, that would have been kind of scary for Thompson if Sumail was the one who got the Invis. Because when you're in the jungle as a Morphling, you're kind of just playing on really low HP, trying to make it super efficient, killing the creeps.
Yeah, never feels comfortable whatsoever. It's a very awkward situation. But so far, Sumail hasn't been too lucky with the runes. Previous one getting taken by Solo, and the next one, of course, not going his way either. Throw a dagger onto mid one here at top. A lot of damage actually being dealt from the Lina. She tries to bait out the Life Strike Ray. Drops the Laguna, trying to finish the drop. Does she have to range the the Soul Rip? It's not enough. Oh, they'll get it. They will get it. Mid one actually turned around to fill up his bottle on No Tail. And I think that's what got him killed off there.
Oh, wow. I did not expect that Dragon Slave to hit at all. But yeah, very unfortunate. Just a level 5 Ember, but that's okay, you know. It's still the enemy carry. I guess in this game, it's pretty much the position 2 from the carry role, and Thompson is a real position 1 in this game. Nonetheless, a core kill, very big for Error. It's going to help them get out of this laning stage much easier. So the panel said, like, they are the ones who really need to play for the mid lane. They need this. Oh, bottom. Seb is going to get stunned. No, he's not. Sumail was ready to be able to combo onto Seb there if that Echo Stomp actually landed.
Yeah, Seb maybe not realizing how close he was to death there, but still nicely sidestepping. The Stomp keeps him alive. He didn't know it at the time.
Zayak going top with the haste here. I think we're going to see another kill coming out from Error.
In they go, they
One
have the
no-tail.
grab onto the Bane. Bane being taken down first. No tell though, he's got a lot of tank ability, but not quite enough. The Edge will finish him up, but in comes Seb, looking for a response here as they move forward onto Zayat. There is a tombstone down, so he'll have to deal with that first, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Take down that tombstone, jump himself away with the Fire Remnant, and they're just going to put this issue to sleep. No more fighting up in the top lane. They lose no tell, they'll accept that, and they'll just move on.
It's crazy. Sumail has been moving around quite a bit, trying to make some space onto the side lanes. Didn't get that kill bottom onto the Phoenix, which is unfortunate for him, but look at the Morphling. Like, he just sat mid, right? And he's just been farming the whole time. And now he's pretty much caught back up. He might even overtake Sumail very soon at this rate.
Thompson's having an absolute free time in this jungle. No one's
Exactly, almost level 9. So all like Thompson really needed was to hit like level 3, and then Sumail wasn't really gonna have any kill potential on him. But because of that one kill Sumail managed to get before Thompson got 3, kind of helped him get out of this laning stage ahead. But again, Morphling just does Morphling things, sits mid, protects his tower, farms around, and Error, they just don't have the option to go middle.
Is there any way they can move in on Thompson and start to pressure him?
Very hard. I think they're going to need to open up the map elsewhere and try to get Thompson to TP to those fights. Because if Thompson just stays mid the whole time, then he's not going to be helping his team. You're going to need to get him out of this mid lane right now. Pretty much like this immovable wall, just chilling there with like 2,000 HP.
Meanwhile, the Fire Buddies move into the enemy jungle and just start to take these stacks, and Ramses can do nothing about this. He's pinging out saying, guys, they're taking my farm, but now the rest of the 4-4, they're busy because there's a fight going down at bottom. Zats is going to get taken down by Thompson. They'll move across, they'll be able to take down the Tombstone as well. Meanwhile, No-Tail's got the Fiend's Grip out onto the Elder Titan. It's a full duration here. No one needs to get himself away, but the Fire Remnant's coming through from mid one. They're going to get on top of him, bring him down as well. They will get the return kill onto Saxa, but that is not a good trade for Just Error as they end up losing 2.
Oh, that's a terrible trade because they also used the Mass Serpent Ward just to kill Saxa there. So they won't have that up to try to take the tier 1 tower bottom. Thompson gonna clean up this catapult as well. That means Error's early game tower taking capabilities has just gone down the drain. Ramses is just gonna continue to stay in the jungle, and I think this game is gonna slow down even further. OG are gonna be the one who have the potential to make plays now on the map.
Now, do you want them to come in and try and invade Ramses' jungling space, or do you want them to try and take down the playmaker in Sumail?
I think they're quite happy with just farming up for the time being until this Bane's Grip is back up. It's got 50 seconds left.
That was a costly soul rip. He just kind of rocked into Thompson, gave him a decade, gave him a soul rip, and then nearly got beheaded.
Yep. And one thing to mention as well. Oh, they actually have a catapult mid. They're going to use this catapult to actually try to apply some pressure, but they see Sumail. It's going to be very hard to push into Sumail.
They're still looking at it. In comes the Phoenix ultimate. They're going to try and bring him down. The Yules is out. They're trying to dodge the stun. Not going to quite happen as the Supernova lands onto 2. The Sun Ray is perfect. Down goes Solo and Sumail in quick succession. They'll move across towards Zayat as well. Tombstone gets dealt with. Everyone's being taken down, but they still want to try and make this fight happen. But Ramses jumps in. He's got no HP. Why are you in this fight? Ramses is going to get himself killed off immediately. I think he was escaping something down at bottom is all I can imagine as he gets killed off. Man, that was messy.
Okay.
That was so messy. Yeah, he got jumped by Thompson at bottom, forced to haunt away into mid. Looked a little bit awkward from our perspective, but it was the only play he could have made at the time.
Oh, Seb just came in from the side. That was such a perfect goal, just slowing Sumail down, you know, and then gave him the opening for Earth Spirit to roll in while that Supernova was going off, and then they just killed the Lina. Don't even let the Lina cast spells to kill your creeps. Just like that, 5k gold lead. They had only a 1k gold lead before this.
They're fighting so well. They're playing the map so well. Just Error. They need to come up with something smart real quick, because right now this game is slipping away from them. 1 minute at a time, and now Thompson jumping in onto these 2 supports. Down goes Zayat, completely eviscerated. They'll move across towards Solo as well. Solo trying to fight up into Thompson. He is trapped inside those walls. Does he care? Doesn't seem to. The Strength Morph coming through. He's running out of HP on the Morphling. Maybe it's enough, but it doesn't seem to be. Is it going to be able to instead take down Ramses? No one might fall. The Laguna Blade finishes off mid one at the very least, but everyone else might be able to get themselves away. Meanwhile, on the sidelines of the fight, Sumail actually gets and Saxa with that Yules combination, as no one did end up dropping, and the rest of OG just want to get themselves away. TPs are available, though no one in Seb still sticking around here. Not too sure. I mean, they have a Fiend's Grip. They might be thinking of doing something very, very naughty here. Nah.
The ward gets dewarded, so he's lost vision on Note already. But that chaos they just created on Error's side of the map was just so good for OG. Mid one did die though, but that's okay. As soon as he's alive, he finishes Maelstrom. Got plenty of damage now. Thompson went top, took the tier 1 tower. He's making his way towards an Aghanims. That was still another big win for OG because Error had to spend so much time just trying to fend off OG in this triangle area. We also haven't seen the morph into Undying yet. That's going to be the big one. Like, that team fight is where Error is going to really struggle trying to kill the Tombstone.
Yeah, we haven't seen that at all, actually. And even when he gets the Ags as well, that can be pretty fun with the Decay. But, I mean, we know what he wants to do. He wants to turn into Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
There is no doubt there.
Double Spirit Bros.
Indubitably. Meanwhile, Roshan, he is having his life taken from his very hands. 404, they are not in the mindset to do anything about it, and they don't really have the capabilities to do anything about it. This Roshan will inevitably fall the way off OG. Another objective going into their hands as Just Era continue to pontificate about what to do next, and the answer is not a whole lot as Solo's in a bit of trouble getting cooked up by that Sunray. Throws down his ulti, throws down the Tombstone as Ramses comes forward. He's got to be careful. They've got the Fiend's Grip out on him. He needs to get down to the low ground. Tops him with his double damage, doing so much work. They'll kick him away and they'll bring him down with the flames of the Supernova. The Guna Blade will cut through Saxon, but Zayat's going to die in response as the mid one comes jumping on forward. Looking for Solo, put to sleep for about a millisecond. He now turns around, keeps beating in this Undying, and the Sleight of Fist will finish the job. Mid one is not fearing anything right now. He doesn't even have the Aegis, but he's playing like he does as they take down 3 more heroes on the side of Just Era. I mean, what is happening here with Just Era? How do they keep going to these engagements and dying?
It's the Spectre, right? The Spectre is nearby the fight. They have to help the Spectre. And I feel like Ramses just kind of has to dodge these situations and trying to make plays on the side lanes instead. If they come to the side lanes, then at least he can get into the trees, try to get away, or just farm the triangle area. But it looks like Era feel like they need to fight in order to come back. They can't just farm their way back into this game. And it's kind of true because they just gave away way too much in that mid fight and the fight in the triangle area. It all even goes back to the first Shadow Shaman Serpent Ward usage on the bottom tower, or bottom team fight, that kind of stopped their momentum as well.
The roadblock, which has stopped Just Era from gaining anything in the game, and since then it's just been a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Ramses, what's he going for here? Is he going for the... Oh god, he's going for a Yasha. He doesn't even have it yet, 16 minutes into the game. Ooh. That is a very sad...
Thompson?
They might get Thompson here. This is his first life for sure. There he goes. Aegis is popped. Meanwhile, Zayat, he's in some trouble. Cax is going to connect with the roll and stuck in this little crevice. He's going to turn around with the shackles. Not going to do much, but they throw down the horn. Ramses wants to try and fight this one, but they've seen the real one. They throw a bit of damage down onto him. Meanwhile, Thompson, he's dead again. He just gets caught out. Meanwhile, bouncing around mid one with that Sleight of Fist, but they're just going to turn around and deal with Saxa. Very calm, very collected from the side of Just Era as they take down that Morphling. They turn around, they deal with Saxa, and they get themselves a much-needed win in this game.
Oh, that was a really nice blink purchase from Sumail. Just seeing that the Morphling got caught out without his attribute shift on.
Blink lean.
Blowing him up. Yep, that's how you blew him up. And then they're just playing into their triangle area here. Error. Just trying to force OG maybe to make some errors around that area.
You'll stun. Doesn't quite connect. A couple of pixels or a couple of frames off from Sumail.
Yeah, I'm not sure mid one would have died anyway. There was no tail ready behind him with a Nightmare, just to break the combo and get mid one out. But yeah, like this.
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say this vision here that they have and playing with the Tombstone is exactly how Aaron need to come back into these fights at this point in the game. Thompson really putting his team in a very awkward position by actually going deeper into the fight and not actually getting on top of the Tombstone as well.
Yeah. They don't really have someone who can commit to killing that Tombstone, right? It's like Morphling can
Morphling's
do it,
very good.
but...
He's very good at killing it, but it's a matter of him actually wanting to kill it, right?
Yeah,
he might have bigger
targets. Like full agi attacking a Tombstone, that kind of just sets him up for this Blink Lina to come in. Which I didn't want to circle back to. Like, what is this Blink Lina about?
I think it's just to get better positioning or initiate better. Like this Bane is very annoying. If he grips the Spectre and you can't actually get to him and cancel that grip, like your Spectre is just a sitting duck, right, for 7 seconds. So I think this Blink will allow him to get there, or even be able to combo off an Elder Titan, Echo Stomp, just make it like a really quick kill so they can't actually see him come into the fight.
Okay. And I think it also means that Topson cannot play as freely as he wants to. Like, he really wants to just be full agi, blowing up someone on the side for the first kill of the fight. But if there's a Lina Blink, like, if she blinks in and yules you and you're full agi, you're dead. Like, she's just going to bring you down very, very quickly the moment you come back to Earth. Sumail will very unlikely miss the Light Strike arrays afterwards, so it's been very, very hard for Topson to play into this Lina with Blink. I like the pickup a lot.
It was great. That's pretty much #1 reason why they were even able to start that engagement in their jungle area.
Now in the bottom lane, they're going to drop the snakes just to bring down this tower. OG, though, they're looking for a bit of action. They have smoked up, and they're moving into the enemy triangle. They want to find somebody. At the moment, 4 heroes on the side of Justera are on the bottom side of the map, aiding this push. Meanwhile, the Spectre, she is at mid, being careful until she sees someone. No one... Could be in some trouble here. Pops one smoke and pours out from the shot. All right, let's find out. Is no one going to die, or is no one going to die? You get what I mean? And they both disengage from each other. No one wants to take this fight. Cool. Huge anti-climax. All that pausing, and for what? As everyone just runs away, kites each other out, and yeah, nothing happens. Literally nothing happened.
Mid one got
to
his
it,
BKB. That happened. He went back to
Yay!
base.
All right. He's ready to go. He's ready to play some Dotes.
No one
OG are very fight ready.
No one also went for the Meteor Hammer build. This is the exact build that Seb went for in game 1.
Copy paste.
Yeah. I thought maybe he would opt for like a Yules or something different, but he's still going for the Meteor Hammer. Here it is, mid one with the BKB.
Oh, in they go. They get the chains off, but the Hex is very, very quick out from the Shaman as they jump forward, though. No one's still going to get brought down by Topson regardless. Not much to be done about that one. They might have just found themselves an extra hero as they look on Sumail here. The roll from Topson, very, very quick. As they move forward, Rock connects, wave 4 mid. Sumail getting ulted up for half a second. It's enough to bring him down, though. Sumail gets killed off, 500 gold going to mid one, and now they're looking for more. I mean, what is this? Like, I asked this last time, but he's just everywhere. Topson flying around the map like a freaking jet plane.
And every time he casts Morph on the Earth Spirit, he gets back all the boulders that he used. I mean, Earth Spirit can also do this, but he doesn't want to do it because he has a recharge time on his Stone Remnants. So, yeah, Topson just went like this in one Morph duration. Next Morph duration, he's going to turn to Earth Spirit again. And they just can't farm anywhere in this area anymore. Like, that's what's just going to keep happening for... they're just going to keep running back and forth. Ramses does have a Manta now. I think they're going to want to look for a fight.
Lane, Zaya's being jumped here. The Hex does come down onto the Ember. He hasn't popped that BKB, so still going to be able to get the kill onto Zayas. No, now pop the BKB, getting through solo as well. Both of these heroes going to get dropped. He's open over, not going to get killed off. Oh no. And now they look forward. They're going to have to use them up. Mid one is pretty low. Can they finish the job? Yes, they can. One goes down. Meanwhile, Seb going to get stunned up. The Gouda Blade cut through Saxa. They get another. Seb in some trouble. They didn't have their Morphling for this engagement, and OG are actually going to be the ones who lose 3. The calls on no on the side of Justera keep themselves alive, turn it around, and make a pretty big play in the middle lane.
That is big. That was the Manta into a straight haunt, and they got 3 kills for Error. That being said, though, this is the position that OG want to be in, where the haunt's on cooldown. So as soon as everyone's alive, they're just gonna start running at Error once again. They ain't gonna stop. It's like you've triggered their trap card, you know. This is exactly what they were waiting for. Although they lost 3 heroes on their side.
Yeah, it's kind of painful. It is kind of painful losing those heroes. It's going to take a bit of the momentum away from the OG side, but we're expecting them to get straight back at it the moment they're back up again. Spectre, though, now finishing the Manta, you know, she's got the ability to really do some damage in the fights now. And they jump forward onto mid one. He's going to get hexed up, shackles through as well, but the Nightmare's going to interrupt it from no tail. Allow him to get up that BKB and maybe look for the turnaround. Sumail, very, very low. He needs a way out of this one. As Yules comes out onto him, there's nothing to save him. Sumail's going to get left behind as the rest of Justera try to get themselves away. Mid one doesn't quite connect with those chains onto Solo, and they'll send the illusions back to try and deal with mid one. Chase him back with a bit of damage. Doesn't really care, though. No, Solo still very, very low. Adaptive strike going to connect, and Saxa comes rolling run on in to finish off the kill. Solo's gonna die. 2 heroes dead on the side of 4-4, and onto the high ground we go. Thompson, he is not done at all. He's looking for no one here as the Meteor Hammer's gonna come down. It's not gonna save him though. It's not gonna do anything as they will lose the Elder Titan as well. OG, they take 3 in the middle lane, getting revenge for the earlier series of events.
There it is.
Oh no, Ramses, really? Thompson, there's no chill for this guy as he goes on the high ground, kills off the Spectre under a tier 3 tower. The disrespect from Thompson here, he's just killing off everyone with the rest of OG. The whole team coming together, and I'll take a lovely warm bath in the ray of the Phoenix. Yum yum. And down goes that middle tier 2 tower in the same time.
Can I say Nomad? But I told you so. You triggered OG's trap card. As soon as they're alive, it's gonna run right back at you. 13k gold. They amassed almost 8,000 gold from just this one engagement. Like from the time that Spectre clicked Haunt, and by the time it's back up again, 8,000 gold. And they're not done yet.
They are not done as they roll in once again. Zayat's going to be the target here. The sleeps pretty good. It puts 3 down. Thompson in the backline just trying to deal with these heroes. I mean, 3 of them all gathered up together. Saxon will fall, but Zayat's going to go down immediately afterwards. It looks like Solo's in a bit of trouble as Thompson's going to finish the job. Now look across towards Samael. Meanwhile, well, Spectre trying to make something happen here. Can't finish off no one. Will be able to kill off Seb. Meanwhile, they're diving deep on Samael. They'll get that kill. In the backlines, though, Ramses is causing a bit of an issue as he's trying to run down No-Tail, and the sleep's going to help him do that as the dagger does connect. Is there a sleep available? Yes, there is. Illusion's going to take it off. No-Tail does get finished. Thompson's now in the neighborhood. Spectre trying to bring him down the blade mail, doing a decent amount of work, but Thompson with the strength morph will be okay. Roll across onto the Spec. Now with mid one, jumping in with the slider fist. No one trying to do something to help Ramses out here. They might actually be out of spells on the Morphling. But guess what? He's got another Air turn into it. He turns to the Ember Spirit, and together they will take him down. Ramses gets double slider fisted, and he is gone.
He removed the first chains only to get hit by the second one.
Feels bad.
Oh no. Yeah, this feels really bad. I mean, they got a couple of kills, but having your Spectre dead is by far the worst thing. He would have loved to have just been able to stay alive, maybe farm a little bit more, get another item. Has 1,500 gold. At least an ulti orb or something, right? Before the next fight breaks out. But OG, Bane's back alive. Morphling just needed a little bit of mana. Mid one, he's about to complete his Octarine core, and OG is going to go back on the offensive again.
Really?
Oh, yep, Roshan. Roshan first. Roshan first.
Okay,
We're just going to take a
right,
nice small Rosh break.
Okay.
Short
yeah.
Rosh. Yep.
Well, I'm sure Juster are going to relish in the time they've been given to actually get some items, but this will mean they're not going to contest Roshan. This goes down so quickly to Thompson anyway.
This is why almost all the other teams have banned Morphling first phase against OG.
Yeah.
It's just such a treat to watch this guy play this hero.
He's just insanely good with this hero. Still get to see the Bane morph. That's the one thing I'm hoping for this game. Even though obviously their Spirit morph is just completely broken, I'd still like to see it. It could be fun. He's going for
I have
the
a
Blade
feeling
next.
that he is not even considering it. He's got like 3 other amazing heroes he could turn into who actually have mobility spells.
Yes, but the other one would be a good meme, and that's what it's all about. Meanwhile, snakes get dropped as bottom. Zayas is trying to put in a bit of pressure. Not doing a bad job, you know. These snakes, they're doing their work. Pushing the tier 2.
Go high
Probably
on
won't be
top.
able to take it, but yeah.
Yep. Snakes tickling bottom tower while big bad Morphling about to start smashing your tier 3.
Yeah, they'll definitely have to respond to this one. Lina now with a BKB finished off, so she can stand her ground. Meanwhile, they've actually caught out Solo down here. No one does drop the hammer, but it looks like he will be dropping down the ultimate from No-Tail on the sideline, controlling up no one as they blow up
Tombstone's still
Saxa.
alive.
To be fair, they have killed Saxa, and the Tombstone is still alive, but the Supernova's going to come crashing down as mid one goes deep onto Samael, kills him off. Zayat's going to fall as well. Under their tier 4 towers, they are still not safe. Solo with the buyback, drops down the Tombstone, still getting killed off by, or maybe not, as Spectre trying to turn it around, but it has to kill off the enemy Tombstone first. They jump forward onto him. Thompson's on top of him. Spectre's going to die, and in the fountain, they're going to look for more as they run onto the Shaman inside his very base. This is just brutal at this point. They get the full 5-man team wipe. Everybody on the side of Justera is dead, and now OG can do what they came here to do, and that is take some goddamn buildings.
All they got was a Saxa. That's all they were able to get, and that's it. GG, well played.
That's it. What a
Speed
series.
run.
speed running this
Speedrun
series.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say, folks. I mean, that was a game in which we watched, which we cast, in which these guys played. Beyond that, I mean, the rest is pretty evident. 23k gold advantage at 28 minutes in game number 2. Game number 1, it was even faster. This was an absolute demolition.